morning, guys. It is 6:30 in the morning, and today I'm doing my first derby dash. I am so not awake. The recreation cast, aka myself and my open coordinator, Sammy, set up the track with our fellow lifeguards because our lifeguards are awesome. And yeah, they act as kind of like crossing guards, and we give out the medals and Sammy takes pictures, and it's really cool. It says $15. All you have to do, I think you can call to sign up. Oh my word, I forgot to take my allergy medicine yesterday, and my allergies are killing me this morning. I have not stopped sniffling all day. I did take some cold medicine, it just hasn't kicked in yet. Oh my god! It never ceases to amaze me how awful Florida drivers can be. But I'm just curious to see how much fun it really is, where the track goes, and see how exciting it may be. We're gonna have music playing. Also, I want to advertise it to you if that's something that you're interested in doing. A mile is very easy for children to be able to run, so if the 5Ks are just a little too far for you and your kid, but your kid wants to get into running, you can do that. I assume that we still do the Derby Dash during Run Disney races. It's every Thursday, at least it has been every Thursday for the last 2 months. You can also come in, remember Saratoga Springs is the one closest to Disney Springs, so you can always park and walk over. But yeah, and 7:30 isn't that unagreeable of an hour, considering the Run Disney races are at 5:30 in the morning. But it's funny, it's just funny because I remember thinking, oh, that's so cool, Derby Dash, we do a race, that's awesome, you know, and like I love the little bibs and everything that's created. I thought that was great. And then when I woke up this morning, I was just like, we do this every Thursday? And the reason why I'm like so is because my sleeping schedule is used to closing at or getting home at 9:30 or 10 or later, and all this week and next week and even a little bit of last week, they have been giving me mid and opening haul shifts, so I start my day at 7 in the morning. Yeah, I'm still getting off early, but this Danny's not used to that. The old Danny would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go for a run and then go to work at 8 something. This Danny doesn't get out of bed until 9. So I'm struggling this morning, guys. I'll see you guys after my shift and tell you all about how fun it was. So today was kind of all over the place. Derby Dash actually was a lot of fun. I was so incredibly tired, but once the racers showed up and we started going, I just basically was fueled off of the adrenaline of the racers, and everyone was so excited. Apparently it was one of the biggest Derby Dashes they've had in months, which was the same case when we had Jockey's Hideout. It was the most kids they had ever for Jockey's Hideout, so I guess I'm just the lucky charm. But everyone was so much excited and had a great time, and apparently my efficiency and my courtesy in getting the job done was so surprisingly amazing, to the point where the coordinator, Sammy, who has become my favorite coordinator at Saratoga Springs, she was so amazed at how great I was and how hardworking I was and how I kept up with everything and just kept going, that they have a meeting that they do throughout the day, or no, every day, and she apparently, because another coordinator, another lifeguard coordinator came and talked to me, he goes, they've been spending the last 10 minutes talking about how awesome of a cast member you were this morning, which, by the way, you were. His words, not mine. And literally to hear from the coordinators so much encouragement, I wanted to cry. I just felt so happy and just warm, and everything that, like, I just gave Sammy a 4 keys card, which is basically like a thank you, appreciation, you know, type of a thing. And I was already planning on giving her one this morning, before all of this, but I was just like, thank you so much for being the only encouraging coordinator, positive encouraging coordinator, and making my efforts feel like more than just an effort. And thank you for your guidance, because she is very strict on things like the other coordinators, but she encourages me in a positive light and not a negative light. I don't respond to negativity very well at all. For example, the rest of the day continued to be very stressful. I worked with a cast member that I don't particularly get along with, and a coordinator I don't particularly get along with. And it was so stressful to the point where I wanted to go home early. But Sammy made it all totally worth it. As you might be able to tell, I'm at Disney Springs. I'm getting Jared cupcakes, which I'll explain why in a bit. I'm window shopping right now. I'm not gonna lie, I had a stress headache for most of the day. And part of it was because we had this one family who apparently had been a problem before, and it was just very stressful. But right now I'm gonna get some Starbucks, and then I'm gonna get Jared more cupcakes, because I just discovered that S'mores Cupcake is a Sprinkles seasonal special that they do from July 22nd to August 11th. That's like 2 weeks. So I'm gonna get Jared some more cupcakes because they're literally stopping in like 2 days. And I'm so upset for him because that's his favorite cupcake, but I needed to pick me up anyway. I'm probably gonna go for like a little run just to get, my chest has been so tense and my body's been so tense all day because of having to deal with everything. And then I'll probably walk Kiki later this evening. I've actually really enjoyed Kiki's evening walks, and so has she, surprisingly. So it was cheaper to get a dozen, so I decided to get a dozen. I got 10 s'mores cupcakes and 2 salted caramels. Those are my favorite. But like, as I was walking in, there was like a woman and her son in front of me who took, like, they were walking so slow, and I was like, I need to get in here, I know what I want, because I was like, I wanted to get before it had like a line, because last time I came, like, I waited almost 30 minutes for these cupcakes. And she like took her time, and then she opened the door, and I thought she was gonna walk in, and then she didn't, and then I thought her son was gonna walk in, and he didn't. So I was like, well, I guess I'll go in. And then as I started to take a step, she goes, excuse me, I'm holding the door for my son. And then she let him come in, and then didn't even try to hold the door for me at all, or pass the door to me. She just like waited for me to grab it, and I was just like, oh my god, rude. On top of that, she stepped in, stood there, stared at the menu, like didn't let me pass, and then decided not to get anything. And I was just like, mind you, there was no line at all, and I was just like, really? Really? And you guys know me, like, I'm nice, I waited, and you know, like, I was just like, how rude, you know? She's probably the same kind of person that like cuts in front of you in the lane and doesn't use a turn signal. I just can't believe some people. I'm gonna walk through Anthropology and make myself feel better. But look at this giant bag. So I just walked in and I see a sign that says 20% off stationery and 20% off candles, which is all I buy from here. And as I'm walking around this display, I'm like, something smells really good. And then I walk to the other side of the display. Do you see that? It's a pumpkin spice candle. I want to buy this little one. You have to forgive me, this is my first time smelling a pumpkin spice candle this season, and I may cry. It smells so good. And it's the, what you call it, brand? The Capri Blue. They have really good candles. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I caved and I got the candles. I got a vanilla pumpkin spice candle from Anthropology, and then I got like little, not in jars, like individual candles from the Carby Blue or whatever it's called, the pumpkin spice ones. I looked at their diffusers and I didn't like any of the scents that they had. I really want to burn them, but I kind of want to wait until the end of the month because I do have spring/summer candles that I need to burn out. And it's too hot. It's too hot to have a cozy pumpkin spice afternoon. But anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's vlog. It's kind of all over the place. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!